Hi! So today I'm going to show you how to make this cute little chick coming out of an egg. And all you need is a wooden egg. I just ordered a dozen of these off of Amazon. I suppose you could use regular eggs, like if you're hard boiling eggs for Easter, but I'm gonna be using paint, so I wouldn't recommend eating them if you do decide to use a real egg. So I'm gonna take my wooden egg, and because it is wooden, I want to start out, which I guess I should show you, you need white paint, and then yellow paint for the chick, and orange paint for the little beak, and then you can either use a black paint marker or black paint, or even a black Sharpie will work for the eyes when you draw those on. Now keep in mind, I'm gonna be doing a step and then I will pause the video because you need to let it dry in between. So I'm gonna start out by painting the whole thing white. So even though on my egg, the only white that you see is the bottom of the shell, this gives it a nice base coat so that when I go to do the yellow, the color is going on top of white, so it'll be a nice bright yellow for us and it won't be dull because of this wooden color underneath, right? And so once I have this completely painted white, I'm going to let it dry until it's completely dry, and then I'll show you the next step. So I'll see you in a sec. So hopefully you have let your egg dry. Mine took about a half an hour and it's pretty dry. So what I'm gonna do next, remember we're making it look like it is a cracked egg and the chick is peeking out. So I'm just gonna take a pencil and I'm gonna kind of sketch on there where the cracked egg will be. All the way around until I get back to where I started, just like that. And so you can see how I have penciled in just kind of a rough zigzag. The rougher the better, it'll look more like a crack. And then the bottom is the shell, so I just leave that the way it is. But then I'm gonna need, shaking this up, I'm gonna need my yellow paint for my cute little chick head that's peeking out there. And so I'm gonna try this paintbrush, and I'm just gonna start filling in, almost painted the bottom. The bottom's white. We want the bottom to stay white because it's the shell. And so I'm gonna just very carefully go along my pencil lines so that when I'm all finished, you're gonna be able to see all of the cracks showing, and it'll look like the chick's body coming out of it. So I'm gonna let you do that, and I'm gonna do this, and then I'll come back on after I have finished the yellow and let it dry so that we can move on to the next step. Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to go ahead and paint and let the yellow part dry of your chick. And what I'm gonna do next is, as you can see on this one that's already finished, he just needs a little face now. And so I'm gonna do an upside down triangle like that one, and I'm going to, just so I can be careful with my painting, I'm gonna go ahead and draw it first just to be on the safe side. So I have my little triangle, and then I'm gonna take the smallest little paintbrush that I have and dip it in some orange and recreate my triangle with orange paint to make his little beak. So let me trying to be super careful. Sorry, this is taking me so long. Okay, so now I have a little beak. And then what I'm gonna do for the eyes, if you have a careful hand and you wanna try painting with black paint, you can sure do that. I'm gonna kind of cheat and use a big black Sharpie marker. And so notice on this one, the eyes are pretty close to the beak. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm gonna do some little ovals right above the beak on each side. Try and make them the same size. And there he is, isn't that adorable? So I have a little egg that looks like a chick is popping out of the top. So if you had fun with this and you want to try some other things, you can go to ShannonIsTeaching.com and go to the Kids Corner tab, the very last one on the right, and you can find activities like crafts, you can find how to draw, how to write, all kinds of things. So I hope to see you there. Thanks.